and Brent Haskell. And Heat Nation, hop aboard. Off we go on another Miami Heat NBA adventure. John, to underscore a meaningful game for both clubs would be an understatement. The Heat want to get back on a winning track, and the Clippers, having dropped 35-game road trip, they feel like this is a must-win. That's John Collins, the former West Palm Beach native, missing the opening 3 of the game. Same starting group for the Heat. It's Bam. Kabam!
Great execution in transition. Bam walking right into the trail 3 there as Davion Mitchell putting it out on a platter for him.
Bam averaging 19 points a game this year. That was his 25th trade this season. That's an offensive foul. Davion Mitchell drawing his 4th charge of the season, and it's the first personal on James Harden.
How about Bam walking right into this, comes up with the rebound, and Davion Mitchell sees him coming, just little brush screen to give him enough space, and Bam letting it fly.
Wiggins, guarded by Collins, accelerates. Now Bam against John Collins. Turns for the jumper. That was a tough shot. Rebound comes down to Kawhi Leonard. And his 15th NBA season. He's got a 28-minute restriction on him after missing 10 games with a sprained ankle. Inside, it's done. Outside, that's Collins. In and out for the second time from downtown. Here's Andrew Wiggins. On the move against Harden. Gets it back and puts it in.
Oh, he's so athletic, so bouncy. Going up and getting his own miss there, even finishing it, surprising the defender.
Johnny's an underrated offensive rebounder, Wiggins. Averaging almost 5 boards a game this year. Speaking of 5-0 Miami to start the game. Here's Collins posting up the smaller Davion Mitchell, and that was too easy. In this league, you sense you've got a size mismatch advantage, you get right to work on it. Powell back to Bam from the wing. Oh, using glass perfectly.
So fundamental and just well executed. Bam in the 2-man game on the left side with the bounce pass.
Here comes Leonard, the one-handed runner. Miss, that was excellent defense. Bam with a rebound, off to the races on Zubac, and he finishes. I'm not sure how he did it, but he did it.
He got it up. He's got a speed advantage on Zubac. He's got to try to beat him down the floor when he can. Zubac, maybe the most underrated player in the NBA. His ability to score and rebound. He plays every game for the Clippers. He is a threat out there.
This is Chris Dunn, lobbing it for Zubac. Blocked by Bam. Now the captain setting the table for his teammates tonight, has 7 of his team's first 9 points and a rather vicious rejection notice he just sent out with his 12th block of the year.
Nice recovery, had to come from the top of the key area there to get back down and help on the 7-footer.
That's how you negate a size mismatch. You get help defense. Leonard loops it in, Chris Dunn. Dunn, an NBA veteran, now in his 10th season. Off the spin, Bam with a goaltend. So Dunn gets the bucket.
Dunn's quick off the dribble. Has some explosiveness.
Speaking of quick, Norman Powell missed it on the move. Powell playing against his former club, spent the last few seasons as a Clipper. Collins was fouled by Davion Mitchell. The Heat again caught in a size mismatch. His first foul, the Heat's first team foul.
Let's talk Bam first, coming right in off that trail 3, and then the setup by Norman Powell. Using the backboard effectively gives you greater margin of error, just getting coast to coast there. Bam able to finish. He's got such a full menu now on the offensive end. Has worked so hard on that side of the game.
Dunn flipping it up on Hero, drawing another Heat foul. And this one will go against Tyler, his first. The team's the Lakers by 5 to Memphis, and then by 4 to Dallas. So you lose at home to both Memphis and Dallas. John, you're 2-8 on the road as you start a 5-game trip.
Yep.
They're at an early season crossroad.
Well, look, the thing from my review of them is they've fallen off in a huge way defensively. They were the number 3 defensive rated team in the league. They're down to 25. They're also playing so slow and deliberate. They'll take 9 or 10 shots less than Miami this season because of the way they play.
You see Wiggins climb the ladder one rung at a time. He's got 4. Miami leads by 5. That's Harden. That's a missed 3. Comes down to an elevated Andrew Wiggins. He's playing with some first quarter energy. They are the highest scoring first quarter team in the association. Kaboom! Andrew Wiggins. Well, he and Bam have split the first 14 points of the game for Miami. Timeout, LA.
Verse 2. Shema. She's dancing but not singing. Hey, you're dancing but not singing. Break down. Oh, my part.
Friday, Minnesota on Saturday, and so it goes. Harden from behind, and his pocket picked by Davion Mitchell. The Heat forcing an early turnover. Miami ahead 14-6. Davion driving on Zubac. And here's Norman Powell. Last 4 years, he was a Clipper and was rejected by Zubac. Here's Chris Dunn. Kawhi guarded by Wiggins. That's a matchup you buy a ticket to. Leonard misses the three. Rebounded John Collins off the deflection. And he puts it in. Second score for Collins, who was a star at Cardinal Newman High in West Palm Beach. Former Class 4 Player of the Year as a senior. Went on to become a first-team All-ACC performer at Wake Forest. Now he's all grown up and is a Hawk in the last 2 years with Utah. Here's Leonard again against Wiggins. ISO'd at mid-range. Powell comes over, knocks it free. A steal from Harden. A steal taking it away from Leonard here in the first quarter. Remember, Davion Mitchell had 3 steals in the fourth quarter against Cade Cunningham and Detroit just 2 nights ago. In and out. Here's James Harden. Harden averaging almost 28 points a game this year. Leonard ISO'd with Wiggins. Misses the mid-range jump shot, so he's missed his first 3.
So much better defensively right now as Norman Powell steps on the sideline, but Miami much better on the ball, better pressure, containing points in the paint. 76, in fact, throughout the course of that game to Detroit. Much better start here defensively for Miami.
John, these two teams, night and day different style-wise. The Clippers content to take the shot clock down, play a half-court game offensively.
Yeah, they really are deliberate. Like 28th in pace out of 38 and 30 teams, and they really run a lot of pick and roll with Harden.
Kabam! Part 2. That's his second triple. He has 10 points here in the first quarter on 4 of 6 shooting, and came up with another play, but a Heat foul.
Going to be on Powell.
3. John Collins missing the front end. Jaime Jaquez Jr. John, you missed the Detroit game on Saturday. I could remember several times during our telecast you commented on how much his absence impacted Miami.
No, I appreciate you bringing that up because I thought it was a huge loss for the team not to have him leading the second unit. Does a great job of driving. He leads the team in drives, getting into the paint consistently, and the Heat missed that.
Davion dials long distance. His 20th triple of the season. It's his first score of the game. Puts the Heat in front by 9. The Heat have hit their first 4 threes. Harden deflected by Jaquez. 10 on the shot clock. Zubac against Jaime. Turns for the hook. Missed it. Rebound in traffic to Bam. Almost taken away by Leonard. And who's going to wind up with that? Wiggins dives to the floor for the loose ball pickup. And we get an 8-second violation on Miami through this first quarter. A 9-point Heat lead. Sharp start on both ends for Miami tonight. Into Zubac. Good fake on Wiggins for the jump hook. Ivica Zubac, the 7-footer from Croatia. 10th year in the league, averaging 16 points and 11.5 rebounds a night. 7-point Heat lead. Here's Norman Powell. Makes a tough runner over the top of the 7-footer.
He loves playing against this Clipper team. Had 21 points when we saw him in LA. You know he's got the